Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. This April we traveled to Cape May, New Jersey. While April isn't peak tourist season for enjoying the beaches, visiting in April is a great time for birding and exploring the many fascinating historical sites around the Cape. Over our long weekend in Cape May, we explored the natural beauty of the area and learned so much about the local history. So in this video, we're sharing all of the awesome things that you can do in Cape May if you visit during the off-season. For our weekend, we stayed in nearby North Wildwood at an Airbnb. Our Airbnb was a tiny guest house and was perfect for our weekend with just 2 people. We really loved the eclectic beach decor and how cozy it was. On our first day, we went to Mudhead Brewing Company for dinner and enjoyed a delicious meal of burgers and buffalo cauliflower bites. It was a really nice brewery that featured an extensive beer list and food options. Our food was very delicious and we would absolutely go back if we visit Cape May again. Good morning, travel bugs. We are at the Higbee Beach Wildlife Management Area. This morning we did a guided bird walk with the Cape May Bird Observatory. We got to see some really cool songbirds, raptors, and seabirds along our walk. The Higbee Beach area is a 1.5-mile stretch of beach at the tip of Cape May Island and is a great spot for bird watching because it has a range of habitats, including coastal forests, meadows, and the beach that attract a variety of birds throughout the seasons. After the bird walk, we visited nearby Sunset Beach. This beach is famous because you can see the remains of the SS Atlantis. The SS Atlantis is one of 12 concrete ships that were built during World War I. During the war, the United States needed more ships, but steel was in very short supply, so concrete was used as an alternative material. The ship was never put into military service, and after the war, it was sold to a private company where it was used for coastal transport. During one of its journeys, it was beached along the coast of Cape May and was never recovered. Today, you can see the remains of the ship from the shore and see how nature is reclaiming something man-made. So we're now at Sunset Beach. Sunset Beach is known for its Cape May diamonds. So Cape May diamonds are not actually diamonds. They are quartz pebbles that have been worn down by the ocean, and when they come up on shore, you can see that they're very, very clear because they don't have a lot of impurities that other quartz have. So people will sand them down and make them really shiny and sell them as souvenirs, or you can walk along the beach and find some for yourself. After spending some time exploring Sunset Beach, we decided to stop at the World War II Lookout Tower. In 1942, 15 lookout towers were quickly constructed along the coast of Delaware and New Jersey because of the growing fear of foreign attack on U.S. soil during World War II. Today you can visit and climb to the top of the last freestanding tower at Sunset Beach. As you climb to the top, you'll see exhibits on the military history of Cape May and see some of the equipment that was used for observation in the tower. From the top of the tower, you'll get a panoramic view of Cape May and see the SS Atlantis and the Cape May Lighthouse in the distance. After working up an appetite of all the exploring that we did in the morning, we then went into downtown Cape May to get lunch at the Mad Batter. The Mad Batter is a popular restaurant for summer beachgoers, so we felt like we needed to check it out. Cape May prides itself on being the oldest seaside resort area in the United States. As early as 1766, visitors from nearby Philadelphia would come to Cape May for leisure. Over the decades, Cape May's tourism grew and experienced the ebbs and flows of changing society and growing interest in nearby beach towns. The most significant change occurred in 1878, where a large fire destroyed most of the boarding houses, homes, and businesses. After this fire, most of the homes and businesses were rebuilt in the Victorian style, which you can still see around town today. This decision not to rebuild Cape May to look like the other growing and competing beach towns is what gives Cape May its historic charm. Today, Cape May has the second largest collection of Victorian homes, second to San Francisco. We highly recommend, if you're visiting Cape May, to take some time to walk around and enjoy the beauty of these Victorian homes. After taking some time to walk around Cape May, we visited the Washington Street Mall. This is a pedestrian street mall that features some of the best local shopping in Cape May. After lunch and exploring downtown Cape May, we visited Cape May Point State Park and the Cape May Lighthouse. The Cape May Lighthouse was constructed in 1859 and stands 160 feet tall. The light is still active today and flashes a white light every 15 seconds at night. You can climb to the top of the lighthouse to get an awesome view of the park and the surrounding ocean. So we're now at Cape May Point State Park. We just climbed the lighthouse here and we got our passport book stamped to commemorate that we climbed the lighthouse. And now we're going to do a beach walk, do some birding, and see the remains of a World War II bunker. During both World Wars, the area that is now Cape May Point State Park was part of the Cape May Military Reservation. Today you can see the remnants of a bunker and gun battery on the beach if you visit the state park. During our walk along the beach, we noticed several areas that were blocked off. These areas protect birds that use the beach for nesting, including piping plovers, American oyster catchers, and least terns. We're now going to walk the Monarch Trail at Cape May Point State Park, and we're going to be looking for more birds. We've been seeing a lot of different birds today. It's been really neat to see some of the different shore birds like gulls and ospreys and the cute little sanderlings, so we're excited to see what we can find now. Cape May Point State Park encompasses 244 acres of coastal forest and beach land at Cape May. The park features 4 miles of hiking trails that take you through wetlands, coastal forests, and the beach. Cape May Point State Park is another bird hotspot on the Cape. During the fall, it's an excellent location to watch bird migration to the south. This morning we're walking the Woodcock Trail, which is part of the Cape May National Wildlife Refuge. And this wildlife refuge includes about 11,000 acres all across the Cape May Peninsula. So we're excited to see what we can see on this trail. This is more of a forested trail, and then later we're going to check out some areas that are closer to the beach. So we just finished our hike on the Woodcock Trail and we really enjoyed it. This is about a 1.2 mile loop and it goes through forested areas as well as meadows. We also got to see some vernal pools, which was really cool. We logged almost 20 species of birds and also logged a lot of different plants in iNaturalist, including some beautiful pines as well as eastern red cedars. We're now hiking at the South Cape May Meadows. This is an area managed by the Nature Conservancy and is a great place for bird watching. And the sun finally came out today, so we're excited to see what kind of birds we can see and hike these different trails. The meadows are located right next to Cape May Point State Park, so it's a great place to continue hiking if you visit the park as well. So as we were walking along the trail, we were lucky enough to see a muskrat swimming through the water. I personally haven't seen one in the water before, and it was really cute because it was pushing a little stick and you could see its little tail moving to propel itself as it was swimming, and it was such a hard-working little critter. We just finished hiking South Cape May Meadows, and we saw a lot of really cool animals. We saw more of the muskrats, we saw different terns and ducks, and we saw an egret, which was really cool, and we were able to get some pictures and look through our binoculars. So now that we've made it to the coast, we're going to walk back up toward Cape May Point State Park and meet up back where the lighthouse is, which you can see back behind me too.
We're now exploring 2 Mile Beach, which is part of the Cape May National Wildlife Refuge. This property used to belong to the Coast Guard but was transferred over to the Wildlife Refuge for protection because it's one of the last remaining maritime forests and beach on the Cape. And so this habitat is very important, and they actually block off part of the beach to allow birds to breed on the beach, but you can still take different trails to view that area and do some bird watching, which is what we're going to do now. So we're very excited to see what kind of birds and other wildlife we can see. It's our last day exploring the New Jersey coast. Right now we are at the Edwin Forsyth National Wildlife Refuge. This wildlife refuge has a nice 8-mile driving tour where you can look at the different birds that live in this area. The Edwin B. Forsyth National Wildlife Refuge protects 48,000 acres of southern New Jersey coastal habitats. 82% of the refuge is wetlands, of which 78% is salt marsh. The wildlife refuge is located just an hour's drive north of Cape May, making it a great stop if you're driving into or home from Cape May. The loop drive was the best part of visiting the refuge because we saw so many species of birds and in such large flocks. We saw ospreys, snowy and gray egrets, herons, gulls, terns, yellowlegs, and northern shovelers throughout our visit.
So we've been doing a lot of iNaturalisting over the weekend, and I'm excited because I hit 6,000 observations. We were able to get a lot with all the different plants and especially the birds that we got to see this weekend.
As we were finishing up our weekend in Cape May, we were lucky enough to see both an adult and young bald eagle. We had a really great time exploring Cape May on our long weekend. It was really fun to see the beach landscape and the maritime forests in this area. We got to log a lot of different species on iNaturalist and on eBird, which was a lot of fun. And we're really looking forward to seeing where our next adventure takes us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.